Good afternoon, everyone. This is the PCL, the PUBG Console League, and I am your host, Invasion Bing. We are bringing you today FPP action. It is day number 5 out of 6 days. This is the money round, and it is coming to a close. We're going to go over the scores really quickly with you guys just to make sure you know what's going on and where teams are and what the standings are right now. But again, let me tell you guys good morning and good evening, good night, no matter where you are. Welcome, 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 welcome. We love to have you here with us. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As you can see, the flight path 2 is going to cross right over Raz and right over Novo. So everybody is going to be able to land at their locations. Today, we are running a little bit light on the teams. It looks like a few teams were not able to make it, but we are still good to go. The Mates in first place with 160 points. Avita in second place with 151 points. Winner Circle, third place, 145 points. Results may vary, or RMV with 142. The Dossers with 117. Invasion 113. Torch 85, above the rest, or ATR 83, Berserker Esports 78, Euro 77, the Red Reapers 57, a Valid 56, AIC 36, Genesis 29, Novo 23, and the Pub Stars 12. As we get you into the action, let me tell you this though. RMV has put up a brilliant fight right here. Mushu is playing out of his mind, but Sweeney, one of the best players in console PUBG and in console comp, is definitely asserting himself in this particular division. He has 33 kills and almost 7,000 damage. This is something that a lot of people saw coming. They knew that he was a good player. They knew that he has the capability of doing these things, but it's always great to see somebody put their talents on display in a situation like this. Remember, these are the top 16 teams. We started with 20, they were cut down to 16, and now we have the competition that we do right now. As we take you, we're right over Raz at this current moment, flying over, looking at things. We will take you sooner than later over Pollyanna, I believe. Now let's check out the teams that are here. We have Invasion down here in the farm area, Avita to the left of them, in their noted area. That's where they land almost 100% of the time. Then we have the Mates in Pachinki, where they land 100% of the time, and over here we have WC. So a lot of the heavy hitters are along the bottom line of the circle right now. Over here, this is team number 12. This is Berserker Esports, gonna rotate in from Gaka, and then above, RMV gonna loot North George. They've been looting this quite a while now. I think this is their primary drop. And then on the top we have Euro, who's gonna loot down from Severny. We've seen Laser be over here in the Zarki area a lot. That's a compound that's usually not hit as much as it is as much or as common, but he likes to go there. Then we also have Torch, ATR, and Valid really tight up here in Raz. This is their typical drops. They know how to maneuver around there without seeing each other. There's going to be a lot of space here because there are only 12 teams, but that's going to be excellent. That means the end games are going to be fantastic today. Probably going to have 12 people up going into phase number 4. At least double digits going into phase number 4, and then that means 5 and 6 are gonna be absolutely crazy. Now over here we have TD. TD's gonna rotate in. They're gonna camp down here for a little while. They have shelter, prison, and it looks like the Hall of Fame right there. We're still over top of Raz. There seems to be no action. It's gonna be a lot of time to fill before these teams see each other. Torch has also rotated over a little bit further. Their drops tend to change depending on where other people land. They usually loot either this side of not only who lands, but who is playing in the game. Now, so they usually loot this particular area right here that they're in, to the left of Raz or to the west of Raz, and then they also loot the school compound to the right of to the east of apartments. It looks like kid's trying to find somewhere to go. He wants some loot or something. He's gonna get shot by everybody right here. Oh, he pulls up on M and absolutely waxes M. And here comes the rest of Valid pulling right up. It looks like Valid wanted to get the action started early today. This is something that I thought we would see a lot more, to be honest. Since they are so close to each other and nobody's ever there, if they just start pulling up on one member of Torch each time, they would probably get a kill every single time. As long as they pull up in a group, they can win their one fight right there. And now that leaves Torch to have to group up and now have to figure out a way to salvage this situation. Oh, also, I forgot to mention there is a cam situation that goes on. We do not have the capabilities that you're typically used to seeing with PC PUBG, where they can go in and out of player perspective or first person perspective. We do not have those capabilities yet. They are on the way. Season 9 should have them. We have done a test run. It is amazing. Trust me, the production quality will get that much better later on. We are not, oh man, we're so excited. We cannot tell you guys how good it will be. It looks like Lou from AV has already rotated. He's going to try to find another spot in the circle as well. But we're excited to see what we can do with those production capabilities. But until then, we do not have a way to move around the map really quickly. We do not like going under the map. If we do go under the map, we're afraid of disconnections. So what we do instead is we just fly over in the aerial cam. We get you as much footage as possible, and then we also go into the map view so you can see where people are. But eventually we won't have to do that. We could just pop around everywhere, and then we could show you exactly what you need to see. This will be the last season that you guys have to deal with this spectator issue, and the last season in which we have to tell you about it in this manner. We could just go on into the game. Thank you guys for being understanding. You have been understanding all season, and I really appreciate it. Also, we just did we just released a newsletter type situation for you guys to know exactly what the PCL is working on and exactly what our plans are for the future. So make sure you check out that that post so you can see where we're going. There is a lot of stuff that you will need to see in there. Also, remember, since we don't have that cam situation, we can't show you where people drop out of the plane. In the future, we will be able to do that. We do not have to kill ourselves as the observer. We can just show you exactly what happens from the plane drop. It is not the exact same as it was before, but it's going to be amazing. Trust me. You guys have been waiting for it and have been calling for it, and it is happening for us. Thank you to the PUBG devs for putting it in place. Here comes the res. It looks like Get Money got beamed right there. Remember, this is FPP today, and we're going to see everything that we could see. We're going to see a lot of aggressive pushes. Some teams are down, and since the game is so close, teams are going to be playing. So you're going to have the top teams playing cautious, but the bottom teams are going to be sending it. That is going to cause for a mix in gameplay styles. So we should see a lot of action. Like I said, we're not going to see many people go down or get knocked in this phase, but we will see it in the next few phases. I just see Euro has rotated down, and now we have Team 14 going right by them. That's RMV. RMV just gonna hold the top of the lake right here above Poly. This is a good spot to be. I would rotate in the Poly, but I see why you wouldn't do that just right off. It's not, let's say it's not the best spot. Yeah, he's gonna go to Poly. This is smart. You don't want to get shot from behind. You just don't, you have to check it before you go there. It's not like a situation where you could just full speed in there. You don't know who's around. You don't know who's lurking right there. Again, 12 teams up, which means there are 45 players. These players will have frames all the way until the end of the game, where they will have no frames because they all will be alive. I cannot wait to see how these end games are going to play out. Look at that hard shift to the west, and that means there are going to have to be some rotations. Invasion has to rotate. WC is going to have to rotate. AV is good. This, where you see Lou at, Lou is not really there right now. This is a bug right here. So these teams will be rotating straight in to this particular spot right here. And now you will see, look at those mass rotations right here. Now, it would be nice to see a team fill where Euro was leaving from. We'll see what happens. Let me get up there. This is a circle that tends to play out towards the south side. The team that rotates as high as possible. We're going to see a team rotate to those. You're going to see a team rotate to these two houses. This two. And then you're going to see a team rotate up here. The team that rotates up here, if it goes to the bottom, is going to push down, and they're going to have the opportunities to win. Here comes a lot of shooting. Look. Euro, I thought they were leaving. They did a good job to not leave that spot right there. They're going to come back. Laser wanted to rotate a little further to the, and as I say that, it looks like Warhawk has gone down to a really nice car shot right there from Poly. We have seen oh my goodness. The mates have hopped out too to get into some early action going on. RMV has rotated to that compound that we talked about. More shots going out. Kofire is in a really bad spot right now. I don't know if he knows it. He does know it. He's going to take his car and get out of there. They're going to try to pick up Warhawk. They might go back to Warhawk. Sleeper shot gets takes down towards Tyrannical, and then gets confirmed by Superman. And now this puts WC in a weird position. They are split between two people right here. This is the mates on both sides, and then Euro in the front. They have Warhawk is going to be able to get res, but he is going to be low in health. They're going to have to play these rocks. This is not the position they wanted to be in. I think they're going to try to leave this. There's no way that this is the cover that they want. Signs goes down and Lilith goes down to Gravy and Finesse. They pulled up at this compound. They did not know what was waiting on them. Berserker Esports right there. Yes, WC is able to get out of that. And now they're going to play the rocks. There's only going to be two mates up here to fight. Now this looks like the mates are in trouble, but then trouble goes down to Dimshik. Dimshik was the last person back here. Trouble was going to get that wide flank on this team, but he did not know that there were two people lurking. And also Gravity goes down. Sleeper shot gets naded by Lou. Now it looks like Invasion is down to one player right now, and it's probably I Am Superman. And now Gravity goes down. He's going to get confirmed by Space Havoc. Whoa, this popped off super early from that hard shift. Everything I said earlier was incorrect. Mask goes down to Foxy. Sweeney gets the confirmation on Sleeper shot. And now Warhawk's going to try to pick up Mask. Mask has to crawl his way out of here, but he's going to get tagged up on the way. He should be able to crawl to this. And it looks like RMV does have a care package. The mates have backed up and retreated just to get together after they lost Gravity. Man, it looked like WC was going to be able to take advantage of that knock, and now they are not as capable as they were before. They're going to get a res going on right here. Shots going down on the Warhawk goes down as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Tacticals is gonna take down Warhawk. It looks like he gets the kill for Mask. They're going to try to get the res on Warhawk. Are they going to play this aggressively? Standards gets taken down by Monster. They're going to have to get a res right here. And they do. Took some pop shots just to back everybody up. Now Tacticals is going to have to make a play on this shack maybe. RMV playing this. They hear the shots. They're not confident in the push. You would like to have seen them push up to that shack as well. Superman by himself over here. And we have ATR making a wide rotation. Probably going to go down here towards Roz. Now we have TD holding the whole bottom side right there. And now we have this fight still going on. Tactical is being tagged up by a member of Berserker Esports, and he is gonna be low. He's trying to loot right there. There's a body on the box. He's trying to loot. Yeah, I see he's just holding in that fight down there. Here it comes. This is the push I was talking about. RV pushed right on there. Kofi's gonna get knocked. Mushu's gonna get knocked, but that's gonna be a clean wipe right there. One person is on the ground from the knock. There's gonna be a res. I wonder if the mates had the backup, so they're not gonna get a chance to push over here. But there are some shots being taken at. Who's that hitting them? It looks weird because they're getting hit by their own teammates, but I don't know if that's the truth. Oh, I think team number 3 is who's doing that shooting right now. What we're gonna do in the future is give you guys a colored representation of who the players are or what teams they are on. That is Torch hitting those shots at a distance to team number 14. Eleven teams still alive. That's crazy. We saw all that fighting, but only one team was wiped. Only WC was wiped out of all that fighting we just saw. That is insane. Not typically what you would see in a rotation like that. And that's just rotation 2 to 3. Wow. We're going to see 3 to 4 coming up here in a second as a circle starts to close in. Look at the positions that everybody's in. Nobody's on the west side of the map. Only Superman AV in a very strong spot to get some shots off. Boom, there it goes. Now, can Tacticals make it back to his team, or is he going to play this field by himself? He might get pushed out right here. Look at the spread that Euro is running in order to get all the angles to cover as much space as possible so they can create as many angles as possible. Here's some pop-offs, but not much. There is a vehicle right here. Tires intact, so that means if they have enough opportunity, they could smoke out this buggy and they can rotate. The mates aren't in the best spot, being shot at from behind by Berserker Esports and also being gate kept at, well, also being shot at the top by Euro. This is all the action that we have going on right now. All the shots that you hear are happening in this particular part of the circle. If you could look at this, check out the map, you could see where this team is shooting on the map view. In the future, you're going to be able to see the actual tracer rounds going off so you can see exactly where these bullets are hitting. I cannot wait for that. We're just buying our time until the new season launches. As you can tell, look at everybody on the bottom side of this map going in. Euro decides to rotate out of this spot, and now they're all shooting at Valid. Valid is going to play the top of this hill. As they walk in, ATR might be able to, if they get the high ground, this could work out in their favor. They just have to be confident enough to take this spot like right over here. AIC is going to rotate in. TD shooting at them, not actually hitting any shots. That's really tough for TD. They should have been able to at least get one knockout of one of those vehicles. You just have to focus fire on the same car as a team. And I think that was a missed opportunity, but they will be back over here to get into this fight in a little bit. Now, ATR has been beat to the spot that I thought that they could get to, and now here comes ATR shooting at AIC. Mitch goes down to a molly, and so it looks like they lost another member. The laser goes down to Sparky as he was knocked by someone else. Where is this going down at? This is actually in the field over here. Berserker Esports is going to get some shots in there as well. Laser is going to get res. No, he gets confirmed. That's just Sparky over there. I saw his name overlapping him. I apologize. So now Dimshik is down. It's just looted. Looted is up. Tacticals and Sparky. Tacticals and Sparky are up for the mates. Looted is up for Euro. Still 11 teams alive, 31 up. Oh, I hear MK going out, and that's Looted with the MK. He's going to knock Tacticals. Sparky and Luton going to be 1v1 right here. Look at the swings. This is confidence. We didn't see this from Luton last week. We didn't see this from the week before last. Last week is when he got his footing, and he started playing way better than we have seen him. He was a little rusty. He came out and said it himself, and now we are seeing him play with confidence, hit the shots that he typically used to seeing him hit. I am so excited to see him get back into the form and the shape that he used to be in. Well done. One of the best players from, I think he's from Canada. One of the best players from Canada that I know. Gonna get that confirmation on Tacticals. It's gonna leave in a 1v1 still. There's smoke going on. He's still popping these shots. He's getting shot by everybody else. He's gonna have to get out of this situation. Even if he wins this fight. Oh, Sparky's gonna be one shot. Sparky's gonna be one shot. Lou's gonna heal up as well. We're gonna rotate from this fight as soon as this fight ends. It is a good one. It is a good one. Two of the best players, two of the OGs, two of the greats having a 1v. Phase 5's coming in. They have to move. There's still 11 teams alive. Remember, this game started with 12 teams up. There are 11 teams alive going into phase number 5. That's how good these players are. You can lose a teammate, but you don't lose the team. Bend don't break. That's Sparky getting out of there. I knew somebody had to rotate. The circle is closing in. Somebody has to get out of there. It's going to be a full push right here by Berserker Esports. No, they're just going to pull up to this ridge. This is a good pull up by them, I think. But Loot is going to be able to walk in if he maintains his composure. He should be able to walk in right behind them. And then over here we have Torch. Torch can come over here and get involved in this fight. We lose, Valid loses anti-lag right there. Oh, it's a pull up by Sparky. He pulled up into the wrong spot and he gets knocked and killed by Blackjack. He tried to stop his bike, get off. No shot right there. He gets taken down by AV. AV being the opportunistic team that they always are. Now, AISC is going to get pushed by TD. Here they come. Nade's going out. Tickle is immediately erased. He gets knocked with a nade and then getting the knock on him. Then Tommy's gonna knock Bazaar with a nade. Remember, I think Get Money had got knocked before. Bazaar is gonna go down. They're gonna try to get a res. Get Money's gonna be low on the outside. He took some splash damage from that nade. Merc gets a knock on Get Money. Now we're gonna go inside the house. Somebody's on fire. It looks like Exclusive's on fire. He's gonna have to med through it. Zalodi's gonna get the pickup. They're gonna have to peek one of these windows, and then Tommy's right there. Tommy gets the takedown on Zalodi. It's gonna be a heal off right here. Heals going down for Bazaar. Bazar's gonna sweep. Bazar knocks Merc. Did he get another one? He has the barrel. He gets 2 kills right there. Bazaar showing his stuff. Oh man, Zalodi goes down right there. That's TD. I'm sorry, TD wiped. Everybody else on AIC taken down except for Bazaar. Way to stick it in there. However, I see Monster has pushed up to this house. I almost left this fight. I see Monster proning outside this house like a little snake. Oh my goodness. He's just gonna wait for Bazaar to walk out. If Bazaar walks out, he's gonna take advantage of the situation because I didn't know he was there. So I know Bazaar doesn't know he's there. It's gonna be an instant takedown. Hat goes down to the zone. You don't want to see it. I think he was knocked already, and that was just a confirmation by the zone. I wish there was a way for us to tell if that's the truth. RMV gonna play the edge of the zone, and like I said, Monster just laying in wait, taking Bazaar down. Way to play, Monster. Using, that's 200 IQ. Big brain plays. You got to do what you got to do when you're in that situation. That means Valid still alive over there. That's Donnie. Wait. Right? Yeah, Valid. That's Donnie and Monster together over there. Now this has to happen, right? Yeah. Berserker Esports has to make a play on Torch. They can go around. Now this is something right here. They can go around the wall right here and avoid this fight if they chose to, right? However, they still are gonna have to deal with this team. I think that would be the play. Go around the wall, go onto the far side on the edge, close to the road, and then have the fight. Right now, Torch has a lot of cover, but they're undermanned. It might be a good fight right here. Oh, Dom takes down Gravy. There's some burning going on in the house. Dom's gonna go down. Diffie's outside. Diffie goes down as well. That's Foxy who takes him down. But now we have two members of Berserker Esports down. Can anybody take advantage of this? And if you remember, you can't hop that fence. It's too tall. Finesse has to run all the way around. Is RMV gonna make a play? They're not gonna be able to make a play right there, as Gravy's gonna bleed out to Dom. He must have been knocked multiple times, and we just missed a few of them. Now AV, strong 4-man. RMV, strong 4-man. AV needs this win to be in first place. Let's see how they play it. ATR is trying to push up the boards as well, and they need a strong finish. Remember, these top 8 teams from this division will be guaranteed a registration spot in season number 9 in the Championship League. If you don't know what the Championship League is, remember, exclamation point update, and you will be able to see what the different leagues are. Also, there is a Challenger League, so the bottom 8 will be relegated to the Challengers League. There will be 64 teams competing in that. To be one of those teams, you have to be either in the Winter League that's coming up, the Winter Holiday League, FPP, because we're starting FPP in the next we're going to start with FPP for season number 9. You have to be in the FPP Winter League, and then that will guarantee you a registration spot in the Challenger season number 9. Now, if you don't play in the challenge, if you don't play in the Winter League, or you're not involved in this right now, there will be 32 open spots, but they are gonna go very quickly. As soon as you guys see what the cash prizes, I know there's a lot of tournaments out there with large cash prizes, but they will not be a cash prize as large as season number 9's cash prize. I can guarantee it to you. I have already got a word. I don't know the exact number, but I do know that it's gonna be larger and bigger and better than anything you've ever experienced before and on console and in your life. This is not the same typical console league that's ran by a a third party situation. This is going to grow to be bigger and better than anything that you guys ever thought about, and the things that you guys really wanted for console. Baby, you guys been waiting, and we're so close. We're so close. I guarantee it. Just continue that support and we'll get to the places that we need to be. RMV is in a very good spot. They're holding down their side of the circle. Remember, as you get to phase number 8, things are really going to pop off. Superman's going to have to rotate. He's going to be in the line of sight of 2 teams. I don't expect him to make it too much further than what he has. Here comes Space Havoc. Look at that. Superman's down already. He had nowhere to go, but he did get 6th place for his team after they had a very sketchy start to this game. Finesse goes down as well. Space Havoc's going to be very low. Who's going to get that kill? It looks like AV was trying to get it. No, I'm sorry. ATR was trying to get it. Space Havoc's going to be one shot, but he's going to be fine. He's going to get that res off. That was AV. I apologize. Now, AV's in the dominant position. Of course, they got the physical cover. I see Monster with a monster nade. Maybe we could call it a little bit of a Kobe. You knew it had to happen. You knew it was going to happen. He's out. He's out right now. Now here we have AV. Who are they going to fight right here? Are they going to hold the compound for as long as possible and get pushed by 3 teams? Right now we have ATR up with the 4-man. We have Valid up with the 2-man, and then we have Avita up with 3, and RMV up with 4. RMV tapping up JJ, and now here comes Donnie. He's gonna push up. He's gonna have to make a swing right here. He's gonna get a knock. Donnie gets a knock on Embrace. Donnie gets a knock on Embrace. That's huge. I see Monster's gonna go down. That's gonna leave Donnie by himself. The Molly goes a little too far, a little overthrow. What ATR needs to do is they have to finish this fight before Donnie gets a thirst. You can't let him get the thirst off right here. If he gets the thirst off, it's gonna be, he knocks another one. Donnie went 2 down. And Zip takes down Townie. It's a 1. Oh my goodness. They don't need this. ATR is gonna get wiped right here. What am I seeing right now? ATR has lost 3 members right here. I'm getting into the action. What am I doing? I'm not in the action. I'm sorry, everybody. I should have been in this action. Townie trying to crawl away. He's trying to. JJ's just calling his boys over. Come on. Come on. Are they going to allow them to get these reses? No. Envy has sights. Remember, the SLR has not been nerfed right now. And even if it was, it's not nerfed enough to stop these boys from shooting like this. ATR is wiped. I had no idea that was going to happen. That swing by Valid was something else. Well done by Dontrix. Remember, everybody, these guys are streamers. Make sure you follow them. Usually their names are very similar to the names that they use on during the game. I need you guys to go follow them because you don't see plays like that every day. That's a major play against some major competition. Now Zip has them in his sights though with the 8 times SLR. It's almost no better gun on the video game as a DMR except for the MK. He has lost them though. He has lost Donnie. Donnie has rotated a little bit. What's AV doing? They're just going to play it slow. You know how they do. They play it as slow as possible. Right now. Donnie dies to the blue. He didn't want to give up free points. AV needs this win. What's RMV going to do? What do you do here? If you're smart, chat, you just wait it out till number 9. You wait it out till number 9. Oh, there goes Avita gets knocked. Sweeney gets knocked. If you wait for phase number 9, they have to come out the house no matter what, but they don't care. Blackjack goes down as well. Here comes a push by Foxy. Foxy flashes himself. Sometimes you got to do it to get off. Sometimes you got to flash yourself. Molly's going out. They're going to wipe everybody outside. This is a smart play. And now AV goes down. Zip gets another kill. Well done. Way to play RMV with the win. That's 8. That's 10 kills for RMV in the first place. That's 20 points for them. Avita getting in second place, but only having 2 kills. They're not going to bump up that high. They might have missed their opportunity to get second place. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. To catch my breath before we go into the replay, everybody. Remember, I'm sorry. We changed what we're calling it. We're going to call it the in-game recap, okay? All right. Now I'm bringing you to the in-game recap. First of all, RMV does a great job by playing the bottom side of this zone, right? They don't get too aggressive. They don't over-rotate. They're just going to play the bottom side of the zone. They know they have that ridge at the top. They also know where Berserker Esports was, because Berserker Esports was in a fight with Torch. So they heard them. So they rotate away. And as they rotate away, they still have the information for everybody else on the map right now, right? Now, ATR is the team that's in the best position right now to cause a problem for RMV, right? So ATR, I do not think they knew where Valid was, because as soon as Donnie swings up here, they had no shot. They were rotating up to a different situation, and it's clear that they got shot in the back. And as they got shot, well, it's clear that they got shot. They didn't get shot in the back. They just lost their ones. But they didn't fight as a team up there, is what I think really, really cost them. You have to fight as a team. If you have a 4-man up, you should never. One of the things that I preach, and I'm talking about, I preach it to anybody that I play with or anybody that plays on my team, is there should never be 1v1s. Literally never be 1v1s. I'm talking about ever, right? You should never have to fight a situation 1v1. If you do, that's your choice, but there are 4 of you. You guys can just swing together, right? And switch in and out. And instead of doing that in this situation, we see that they stagger. And if you're staggered, you end up losing teammates right there. And since the fight broke out right there, having 4-man up, you should be able to end fights fast so you don't get third party. What happened to them is they ended up getting third party because of this fight. The people who changed this game it's literally Donnie. Dontrix changes the whole game. As he swings right here, he gets a beam on Embrace. The rest of the team doesn't push down for the fight on Dontrix right here. Right here, they can't back up. You can't be afraid right here. It can't be a nade fest. You have to push this into the smoke or throw the nades closer to the close smoke or somehow talk about it. I'm gonna throw a nade on this smoke, you throw a nade on that smoke, right? If you're going to miss and smoke out and then retreat, you're going to retreat into a different team. And as you retreat and put your back to him, Donnie gets a beam on Hayes. Hayes never had a chance. Townie gets knocked from the team on the other side. There's nowhere to go in these situations. That was probably a call by JJ because he was the safe one, but it's because he was further up and closer to the care package. And the other people were looking as other teammates. ATR goes down in this case. And as they go down, that takes away everybody who's outside for RMV. And that house that AV is in does have some sight lines, but they're not the greatest sight lines for up the ridge, especially in an FPP scenario. And now RMV just literally takes down everybody outside, whittles away at them. And after they were confident that they had everybody outside dead, they instantly pushed up to the house and then they made some plays. I personally was assuming that you wait for phase number 9 to happen. And then in phase number 9, people have to rotate out of the house, but they didn't care. They literally, Sweeney stepped outside, and as he stepped outside, he got hit with a nade. That nade I think he just got knocked. I don't remember how it happened, but there was a nade, there was a knock, and then there was an instant push. After they knew that they had a player knocked, and they know that they have 4 up, and there's only 7 people alive, they're gonna go full in. And this is how you play as a team. You push it as a 4-man, and you go in there and you go get it. That is the way to play. That is excellent. Well done by RMV as they again get another win in the FPP division. RMV has come out to be one of the very good teams in the FPP division. I'm happy to see this happen. Now, you guys, we haven't really talked about it, but we are starting a EU only division. RMV is an EU based team, so I want to see if they can continue this performance in the EU division. We're going to start with a EU Holiday Classic just to see if we can get some EU support. And if we can, we will definitely continue our situation. But with that being said, I'm going to take you to a quick intermission. We'll be right back, everybody. Go get a water or something, but come back. Don't leave us, please. Everybody, welcome back. This is the PCL. I'm your host, Invasion Bing. PUBG Console League. We're doing FPP money round right now. This is day number 5. We're going to change it from the money round to the finals, right? Because nobody knows the money round is. That was something that we did back in the day. As we grow, we need to make sure that people understand exactly what's going on right now. This is the finals, right? This is the finals. Next season, it will be called the finals, right? And then when we do the championship series, it will be called the grand finals, okay? As we grow, we learn and we mature. This will be the last money round there's ever been, and it's going to be a good one, as you can tell. I want to tell you guys something. Those beats that you hear are made by someone named Is That JR. That's his name. Those are the beats that he makes. We're going to make a Spotify playlist for you guys of those beats so you can listen to them on your stream, and no DMCA at all. We own them. He owns them. It's going to be all love. We just want to make sure that you guys stop in there, you get them, you listen to them. He's going to continue to put them out so you guys can have more of them in your streams, and so that you guys can have something to listen to instead of just yourself breathing on the microphones. But with that being said, we are back right now. Look at the flight path. We're going to go straight to Kaminsky from over Gaka, over Raz, over Polyana to Kaminsky. This is going to be a good flight path for a lot of people. They're going to get to go everywhere. We're going to see Euro get their landing spot. We're going to see RMV go to where they want to go. The mates have their spot. Valor's going to make it to their spot, even if they choose to go to Lipovka this time. AIC is going to be in their particular spot. WC is going to make theirs. Avita, the mates, and TD and Invasion. Let me give you guys the updated scores so you can see exactly where we are right now as things happen. Remember, we have to jump out of the airplane and kill ourselves. We will not have to do that any longer, and that's why you guys cannot see where these teams are dropping. We do not have a dedicated observer in this particular release of the game. However, it is a possibility. If you need to see what the updated customs looks like, all you have to do is go to our YouTube page and you can see me test out the new customs, as well as do a little Q&A with Andy, PUBG Andy, so you guys can hear why some of the things are the way they are. If you have some questions about ranked, I ask those questions. I ask questions about the weapons. I ask questions about FPP. I asked a ton of questions, and we got a ton of information. It was really good. We will try to do more things like that. If you guys have some questions that you would like to be asked, make sure you go into our Discord. I'll even put a spot in the Discord for you guys to ask questions that I can ask directly to PUBG themselves, or ask Andy. I have a working relationship with those guys, and they do sometimes answer the questions that I have for them. Now, with that being said, the mates 164, results may vary, 162, Avito 159. Look how close we have for the top 3. Remember, the top 3 in the division get the money. That is important. This is what it's all about. Nobody is well in front of the other person. Everybody is very, very close. The winner circle is maintaining that push that they're trying to get, and the Dossers and Invasion are not far behind either. All it takes is one big game to get everybody close together again. That's what we love to see. With that being said, let me get you guys right back to the action. I still want to point out that Sweeney has 33 kills and almost 7,000 damage. Oh, mercy me. Oh, mercy me. Let's check out the circle. Nobody predicted it. As I say that, Dom's going to go down to laser, but check out this circle right here. Take a little gander at the circle. Look at what we have. 25% of the circle is island. The other 75% is water. So we know that the fights have to happen very early because there won't be a lot of places for people to go. Right now, Invasion, WC, and Berserker Esports are taking up the majority of the circle. These teams need to group up, though, as the rotations will be happening faster than they usually do in a typical situation. Teams are going to try to rotate in as fast as possible because they see that the land mass is slight. This is something that we don't recognize this when we're playing in a public lobby, because we look at the circle late because we're just out here trying to farm kills. But when you play in a competitive lobby, the first thing you need to understand is where's the circle? How can I get in? How can I get all my people together, and where can we go so we can maintain a portion of that particular circle? And as you see, the mates are on a hard pursuit to a particular location. I don't know where that's going to be. They probably will try to get to a place down here. This is probably the best compound to get in right now. I can see that being a move. However, they cannot lose a person on the rotation right here. If they do, they'll end up being in a tough spot later on in the match. Avita chose to change up their landing spot. Gonna land very, very northeast, and it might hurt them as we come in here later. And now you can also see that Euro is going to be right there close to him as well. I am far away with the camera. I'm going to try to get over there as soon as possible. I think the action is going to be towards the center of the circle, and if it's not, I'll maintain it at the top, the northern part, so you guys can see the action as we rotate in. I actually want to go over here and check out this fight that might happen at Roz. Now, again, like I said before, the way Torch drops in such a congested area, I'm surprised that Valid hasn't been able to pick up on that and make a play. They have already lost Donnie. Sorry, they've already lost Damo, and it just seems like this would be their time to make a play. It looks like they're not going to get into that fight. Tyrannical is just going to loop around on the outside. Tyrannical is the player he's going to get a vehicle. There's a vehicle. I think there's a vehicle spawn that spawns on this bridge right here, and he's making the play for his team to be able to get that. The mates did rotate over into that spot that I told you that they were going to go to, or I assumed that they would go to. It's a very, very good spot. The reason is, and most teams don't pull up on this beach. Let me recap this though. Before the updated 2.0 Aaron Gov, you used to couldn't go to the beach because there was no cover. Now there's cover there. So now some teams can pull up behind them, but it is a tough rotation, and you have to be a specific type of team to do that. If you understand what I'm talking about, you got to be a specific type of team to make that happen. So with that being said, they're in a very, very secure and strong location. I believe Invasion is in the second best secure and strong location on this particular part of the map. If the circle pops to them, they're going to be able to do a lot of things. This particular housing compound has so much elevation and so many different types of compounds that you can hold if need be. This circle should pop a little bit to the north part of this. It should end, in my prediction, right here. Right here. I'm going with it. This is what I'm going to say. It's going to end right here on that mark. Somebody owes me $1 after it's over. I'm 100% sure it's right. Now, loot and take down zipped. All this action has happened at this bridge crossing. I did not expect everybody to cross the same bridge. This is insane. Is Valid gonna hop out on AV right here? AV, look at this. AV had the furthest rotation, but they're still gonna be in before other teams. That is why AV is such a good team, right? They prioritize zone over loot, and they'll get their loot later, or they'll take their loot from winning a fight. They're prioritizing zone first. Everybody's together. They believe in each other's call outs, and then they're going to get right to the action. That's important. That's something that isn't talked about enough when we talk about talent and skills and team skills, right? We always talk about fraggers and who can hit the shots, but somebody has to put you in place to hit the shots, and somebody has to rotate out of there. You have to get to the zone first. You don't want to have the zone at your back and be in bad situations. As we say that, Get Money, put some shots down on Finesse, able to take them down. Oh, calculated shots go down from Get Money as well. They set up a little bit of an ambush type situation right there. Well played by AIC. Again, AIC being in the zone before Berserker Esports able to get those kills. Now this is a push right here. Berserker Esports is going to take Primorsk. You might see a lot of teams move to Primorsk, but the circle is going to pop from Primorsk. We haven't seen a circle in Primorsk in about a year and a half. Just the facts. There are so many things put in place for the circle not to hit there, right? Circles tend to pull away from the water legitimately, and Primorsk is a peninsula, so it's surrounded by water, so it gets pulled away from no matter what. Usually it might not happen in the first circle or second circle, but it does happen towards the end of the game when the circle gets smaller. Man, I'm so excited to give you guys the new tools and so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Man, I can just, what's crazy is if we want to see the team that's getting all the kills, we just pull it up on the side of the menu, and as we pull it up, you can see exactly what team has the most kills, and we can go straight to that player or those players in that fight. Look at this. Hayes is in a tough situation, being shot at, getting cross shot at by two teams. It looks like this is the mates putting down most of the damage on them currently, as their ATR is going to play the Woods. The Woods is that's a good play. Not a lot of people discuss the play of the Woods. The Woods is a good play. The circle tends to end there sometimes, and it ends there. Just, it's a lot of cover going around. And as you see, Invasion still in that good spot over there. Now, it seems to be a group up going on here. Torch has made it up here. RMV has the high ground in the quarry, and Space Havoc is just trying to get lost in the swamp. The swamp, man. The swamp is such a place, right? Ugh. And as I say that, he's not gonna get lost. He's gonna get tagged up. Space Havoc gonna try to run for his life right here. No smokes. I don't see a smoke going out. He's just gonna try to hard sprint it. He's gonna lay down right here and try to get. He's gonna smoke himself, actually. Double smokes. Probably gonna take down. That double smoke didn't work as Envy was on the same ground as him. Is gonna get the takedown. Looks like Hat's gonna go down to Poly. I do not know where they're at. Let's look it up. Look on that rotation. It's kind of late for the rotation. Never want to be late. You never want to be late. Be early, never late. I'm telling you guys. I don't know much about the game, but I know that Berserker Esports gonna get taken down elsewhere as well. And now you have Donnie's gonna be low. AV is gonna hard press this. If he thinks that this car can blow up right here, he can get a heal off. It's gonna be impossible. This compound that AV is in, it's also a very nice compound to be in. It's very hard it has angles everywhere, and it's very hard to get to them without being angled out. As I say that, Dontrix is gonna go down right there to Sweeney. Sweeney adding to his kill total right now. That's 34, I believe, on the 34 in 5 games. That is a lot. I'm going to tell you guys that. Gotta smoke. Anti-lag is set on fire by standards. Bro, as soon as you smoke yourself, it's like you're telling people molly me. It's not much you can do in that situation. He was already low. Monster has already left to try to get his team some placement. Very, very high IQ by these guys. What they tell each other is, look, we're gonna die here. This is a bad spot. You know, when you're in a bad spot, you can't be overconfident and think that you can't be overconfident and think that you can make it happen by yourself. Still, I just want to make sure you guys see where everybody is right now. Look, nobody went to promotion. They know the circle's going to pull away. I predicted that it was going to end right about here. I think I said I'm going to be wrong right here. It's going to end lower. Somewhere like on this mountain, probably, hopefully. I don't know why I always think it's going to pull to the west. To the east, but I always think it's going to the east. When the circle shifts to the west, I'm completely confused. Remember, everybody, if you weren't here before, or if you're new, hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 2,000 followers. The more people who are engaged in this, the view count, the follower count, all that stuff really helps us when we talk to PUBG. And they're really, really concerned about it. Does pull the Primorsk. Wow. They're really, really concerned about, everybody's really concerned about the numbers. It's a viewer thing, and it's important that you guys support, and not just viewership on Twitch. It's like YouTube, just going there, supporting on YouTube, supporting when you see in socials, when you see something, just hitting that retweet or hitting the like on any messages. They want to see how many people are engaged, right? We're trying to do something for you guys for FPP, for ranked for a few days. We're trying to make some things happen, but we have to have the support. They have to know Icy Monster finally getting taken down by exclusive. They have to know that you guys really care and are really, really aware. I was asked I've been asked a few times, what is the perspective that your community and that the people that you are talking about really, really like, right? And I'm pushing. I'm telling you guys, I'm pushing for the FPP community, but you guys have to understand that it's hard if you guys don't show the support. Sometimes we talk about the support, but it's not actually shown. So I just need you guys to understand that I am trying, and that's just the truth. Signs went down to to Euro right there as they were rotating into the zone. Now they're gonna wait a little while. This is only phase 3, so they could take a little bit of damage and then rotate in. AV is going to play the edge right here. I think they can find an opportunity to get some shots down on Laser as Laser pushes in. And they're correct. 2 shots on Laser right there. If he was in a UAS or a Dacia, he would have took a lot more damage because he would have been driving a lot slower. Now, you see these teams, Warhawk going down to Merc. These teams are trying to play more aggressive as they need points and not only, they need kills and not only placement points. Superman was going to try to get out right here. This is smart by him. Oh, he's going to get pulled up on by a whole lot of people. Man, you can't explain to players enough that the 3-vehicle driving thing or 4-vehicle driving thing is a bad situation if you're not driving to a particular compound to get the hop out on. The reason is if another team separates you from the pack, they are going to be able to hop on and kill everybody, like literally everybody. It's just not a good idea. Sleeper Shot going to try to stay alive right here. He's going to be in a tough situation. He's going to drive through the blue. He's going to take a lot of damage. It's only phase number 3. He can do it. And now as you see, Euro is just playing all out aggressive. You know, they remind me of some teams, the pull-up teams that we see. Where is WC at losing all their teammates? Right here, TD has fought in from the angle and then they're just pushing in to get all these kills. It's a wonderful, wonderful situation. I can't believe that we're seeing the top fraggers in the game go down so easily in this season. They usually play a lot better than that. I don't know what's going on with them. I think they're just missing an IGL. I 100% believe that. I think that they have to, in the off season, they're going to have to get together and figure out a way to make it better. That's just not what we're used to seeing from them. They're left to one person, and it's a sub player, and it's Trouble. And Trouble is one of the top 5 players in the game, but he shouldn't have to carry right there. They're one of the top 5 teams in the game, and they're just not performing like it right now. They just have to come together and work on it. I don't know. Maybe they're not playing as much as they used to. Maybe they haven't committed that much to this season. Maybe they just got a lot of things going on in their lives. But whatever it is, you know, you got to commit and you got to play a little bit better, especially in the money round when you're in the top 3 or 4. And right here we have the mates putting down a ton of damage right here. Oh my. Tommy's going to go out. Merc's going to try to rotate top all along the side right here. That means he's not going to be able to help his teammates out. Ratatat, you know, best DMR shooter in the game. He is going to be in, he's got to rotate. He's got to rotate. They got to leave this spot. Merc's going to make it down to this compound. Actually, they're good. Let's see what the next zone is going to hit. This is phase for number 4. Torch in a good spot. ATR in a good spot. Euro is the team that is going to be kind of left out here, but they are pulling up on AIC. Something happened to these guys. They had a talk, and they said they're going to pull up on everything I see. That's how they're playing. Trouble finally going down to Mushu. I wish I could get you guys to this fight a little faster. Don't worry, the new tools are on the way. Exclusive's gonna go down the Laser. They are literally just pulling up. Euro is playing marvelously today. Down goes Get Money. Oh my goodness, it was a trade though. It was a trade, but Mitch is still up. There could be a... Who else is up? Who else is up? It's just Zalodi as Zalodi goes down as well. That's 10 kills for Euro. Euro is playing absolutely out of their minds. ATR is going to push up here, though. ATR is going to try to take advantage of that third party. You know we love it. What's PUBG without a third party? Now he's going to try to get the first one done right here. He's going to walk it up. This is the best player perspective we can give you. He's going to get beamed right here. Mitch saw him, but Mitch is going to go down. Get that confirmation right there by Townie. Remember, we are still playing. Townie's going to go down. There's a trade. That's what you like to see, but there's an instant confirmation. Now he's going to get the reload, and that's going to be a 1v1. There it goes. Ali's going to... Polly's gonna prone. Polly's prone in this position. We talk about it all the time. It's really hard to see people when they go prone in FPP. Good nade right there. Got looted down to one shot. Luda's gonna get knocked. Polly's gonna have to win this by himself right here. Can he do it? Embrace playing that wall kind of well, and then boom, there he goes. Polly hit the drop shot. Polly hit the drop shot on him. Get out of here, bro. Another fight going on. That's ATR taking down Euro as Euro was having a hell of a game. AV going to try to. They need a few more points. They're trying to get that first place spot. It's slipping out of their hands. RMV is one of the teams that's holding them back. So they got to get these wins right here. Foxy. Lou and Foxy on the same kind of playing ground right here, same kind of level. But Sweeney, if Sweeney peeks down, Sweeney gets absolutely beamed by Foxy. Bro, the barrel is just too good. It's just too good. It's just too good. Even the nerf barrel, since they gave us frames, is still too good. Remember, these guys are playing on limited frames. I'm talking about limited frames. That's another member from RV going down. Limited frames after playing on the PTS for a week, and they've come back to play very well on 14 frames. It feels like down goes Foxy. That's RMV taken out. The res is gonna happen for AV, and here we go. Can TD make an aggressive push over here to nope, they're not gonna do it. But you know, Rat-a-tat, you know how Rat-a-tat does. Rat-a-tat trying to be an opportunistic player. He hasn't put up the damage that he's typically able to put up. I guess it's because of his team switch. We'll see how he plays. I wonder if him joining another team while this has happened has affected his mental while he's been playing this game. These are the type of things we're trying to figure out for players. We're gonna have some interviews. We have some big things coming up for the PCL. We're not gonna do it this season, but next season I'm gonna make sure we get the interviews so we can ask the questions on why players are playing in the way that they are playing and what's affecting them and how can they make those changes. Tyrannical gonna go down from a good shot by Embrace. It's 4 teams up. 4 for the mates, 4 for Vita, 3 for TD, and 2 for ATR. Look at this rotation by TD. TD is going to go to the top of the zone. This is a really, really toxic fight. It's not bad for 4 teams, but if there were more than 4 teams right here, this would be a really tough situation. These teams can actually spread out right here. The team that you don't want to be in this situation right now is Avita. Avita is going to be caught in between a bunch of DMR shots right now. They're going to have to play they're going to have to play the warehouse just until the circle pops. At least 2 or 3 circles pop right here. The mates are going to wait for this next zone to shift, and then they're going to go either up onto the quarry or they're going to stay in the woods. So they're just waiting to see how things happen. Boom, there it goes. They might stay in the forest right here. ATR and the mates right here. This is something that we talk about, right? We talk about the fact that usually 2 teams are on the same side and they end up fighting each other, and then another team third parties from a distance. But this being phase number 6, and these teams wiping each other so quickly because of that phase shift is what's causing this problem. TD has rotated down into the quarry, which might be the issue. It's got to be a standoff. And while we have the standoff, remember everybody, hit us up on social media. Like things, subscribe. Also, the YouTube, hit the YouTube. If you're not following, hit the follow button. We appreciate all the support that you guys have given us. Also, remember that season 9 is going to be huge. So make sure you participate in the events before season 9 so you can ensure yourself a spot in season number 9. Oh, ATR made a bad rotation. They're going to send it over on the roof. They're on the right. Rat-a-tat gets a knock. What did I just see? Oh, ATR didn't have any way out, so they tried to send it onto the roof and make a play, and it did not work. Rat-a-tat shot him in the head, and then Embrace had to get taken down as well. Wow. Now that leaves the mates in the woods, TD at the bottom, and Avita in the middle. Now, what can happen here is if the circle shifts to the south, then the mates have the favorite. If it shifts to the north, TD has the favorite. If it squares up, oh my goodness, everybody has to slightly rotate over. This is the best thing that could have happened for viewer preferences right here. Oh my goodness. I think that they can rotate in. Look at this. They are rotating in. They're going to go to the high ground. That's what I thought they were going to do. They're going to just vault their way up, and then they're going to stand around this spot right here. And then they're going to have AV going to push up a little bit. They have to be in this area right here, but they have to stay in their cover. And TD is in a great spot so that we won't see this fight either until phase number 8. Oh, here it comes. I love it, man. I love this so much. I love this so much. Here comes a push-up right here. It's going to be a standoff again. This fight will not happen until, I believe, phase number 9. Phase number 9 will push these teams in, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I suggest for people who are going to take competitive PUBG, and like if you're going to take it really serious, which I think a lot of you guys are, you're going to literally have to upgrade your hardware, right? If you're going to take it serious, you can't be running an OG Xbox. You're going to have to invest in your future, and that's going to have to be either the new Xboxes or PS4s or the most powerful one in the last generation, which is the one or the PS4 Pro. Like, you just got to have that. If you don't have those things, then you're not serious about playing, and it's not going to turn out for you. It's not going to turn out well for you, because the PCL is going to have to move forward and get away from this particular map and add in new maps. And with that being said, some of you guys have consoles that just can't handle that, especially not on 60 frames. And you want to be playing on 60 frames anyway, because you're going to be at a disadvantage playing against someone who has 60 frames. It's just the truth. Good shot. Wait, somebody's still running a M24 right here. MK for Dimshik. This is not the mates we're used to either. They only have 2 kills. So if they don't come in first place right here, they are losing ground. They would have to get a lot of these kills to maintain their position and their ground right here. TD with 5 kills. They're just going to wait, man. AV's out of the circle, so AV has to make the first move. TD's going to try to play the bottom and in the circle as long as they can. It's 5 legit kills for AV. They were marking where they're going to go on the map right there. Wait, what just happened? There it goes. Rat-a-tat goes down to gravity. That's not what they need. They don't need that. Now the mates are going to take up some space right here. I didn't even know that he was going to get knocked from that shot right there. He was probably trying to peek somebody on the top from AV and ends up getting taken down. Lou has made a sweeping rotation down here. He's going to put himself. Sweeney dies to the blue zone. Sweeney has disconnected, it looks like. We are going into phase number 9. Like I told you guys before, it was going to take forever. Tactical's holding at the top. I wish we could get the tack so you guys could see. Ah, here we go. It's rare that I see in this situation Tack using this particular setup. You can see why he's going with the barrel as he melts Lou. The gun is just too easy to shoot at a distance. There's no way that he should be able to do that. And here goes AV's just gonna get slaughtered right here. There's nothing that they can do. Matter of fact, Standards are just gonna die to the zone. He can't take a step out of there. If he does, he dies. Yep, he's gonna die to the zone right here. Tickle also dies to the zone. Actually, he's gonna die to that. Oh, he mollies himself. Smart. Tickle dies to the zone as well. Looks like this is gonna be a win for the mates right here. Oh, Merc's gonna get a knock. Wait, Ratatat and Merc are still up here. Ratatat gets a knock on Tacticals. Oh my goodness, here we go. Sparky gets taken down. They get him with Ratatat. Ratatat takes him down. It's gonna be Gravity and Ratatat up here. Oh, and Gravity has an AK and Ratatat has a barrel. That's not what Gravity needs. Oh, here comes a flash. He tries to turn away from the flash. It doesn't actually work like that. Oh, but Dimshik's still alive. I didn't even know where Dimshik was. Dimshik gets a knock with the MK. Now it's going to be Merc by himself. They're going to get a res on... Wait, what? They're going to get a res on Sparky? No shot, right? Gravity gets taken down, but Sparky really got resed right there. Sparky got taken down. Dimshik is one shot. Dimshik's going to get the heal off. Merc's going to get his heal off. This is going to be another 1v1. Now it's barrel versus barrel. This is a different type of fight. The best IGL in the world gets the takedown. Holy crap. What am I watching today? Well done by the mates. They end up with 6 kills and a first place victory. TD ending up with 7 kills in a second place. AV 5 kills in a third place. Well done by these guys. That was a weird circle at the end right there. It took a long time to progress, but man, that was wild at the end. I knew it had to come down to that. I'm glad it happened like that. I mean, it was a lot of action right there. Let's go to the recap, the in-game recap for you guys. This was kind of confusing to me, right? You knew the team that got the zone was going to win. That's what these guys were waiting on. They didn't even take that many shots at each other. They just simply waited and waited for the zones to pop. And then as the zones popped, they ended up making their plays. We also knew that there were going to be a little bit of teams going into the next phases just because of how the circles shifted at the beginning. You knew that people were going to die because they had to rotate so far and they had to rotate into such small spaces. Usually there are more teams at the end of games when there's more landmass in at the beginning. Now for right here, you're just going to see a lot of people just bouncing back and forth right here. Not a lot happens, but when it really goes down is when that last circle shifts right here. When this phase number 9, when it closes in, Avita has to push down to the to their right, particularly. So they have to go down to the street side. And as they go down to the street side, that leaves them to be easy targets and easy kills. Very easy kills right there. Ratatat getting knocked right here really doesn't mean anything. He's able to get the res off, and then as they rotate down, I don't know what AV was thinking right here. I don't know what their play is. I know they can't go up to the top because if they go to the top, they're going to be shot by them anyway. So they just knew that they were in a tough position and they couldn't win. Maybe they thought that they could all just die to the blue right there and save some points. But what really happened was they got beamed. They were just lambs to the slaughter. You hate to see it, but it happens that way depending on your rotations. The one thing that might hurt them is they didn't get the amount of kills that they usually get because they centered up in the zone so quickly. And since they centered up in the zone so quickly, they weren't able to collect those kills that they typically do. That's one thing that we talk about. You cannot do. You don't know, but if you're going to center up, you have to win. Because if you don't win, you're not able to farm the kills that are necessary for you to maintain your spot or to increase your lead or to gain on people if you do not have any kills or if you do not win. Pretty rough. But those are beams by Tacticals. This is the easiest gun in the game to shoot right now in this current meta. I can't wait till it's changed, but it's not going to change that much. And as you noticed that he was beaming people like this, there was no reason for anything to happen. So now this right here, this is just good shots. They start popping off. This was really good by Ratatat to help out Merc right there. Now, I didn't see Dimshik. I thought Dimshik was knocked and he was bleeding out, but he is healing right now. This fight between Gravity and Ratatat, Gravity was just trying to buy some time. He gets flashed right there. He backs up, and now he has help. Dimshik gets the knock. Merc is out of the fight because he's down. He's down on the in the quarry. So now when he comes up right here, they actually get a res on Sparky right now. And down goes Sparky. Now Merc and Dimshik is going to get this heal off. Now this is crazy. This Merc doesn't even see where Dimshik is because of this smoke. So he's going to swing. Merc's not going to see him. And now these are easy shots for Dim. Boom. And with that, take you guys to a brief intermission. We'll be right back, everyone. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone. That last game had some very intense situations, especially between phase 3 and 4. The rotations that had to be made were crazy. What we need to remember is that the rotations are the most important part of the game, and then the fragging comes into play. The rotations get people into the right fights and into the positions to fight the right teams. We saw that circle that popped right there caused a lot of problems for these teams. Hopefully they can do a little bit better with that win, though. Excuse me, this is the PCL. I'm your host, Invasion Bing, and this is the PUBG Console League. We are bringing you FPP action, and it is FPP day number 5, money round, or the finals. It has been intense. It is incredible. I'll show you who's leading right after we check out this plane path. It is going from Severny to Ferry Pier. Everybody can make their landings. We don't have the right cam or the right observer that allows people to land in, that shows you the drops right now, but that is coming in the new update, which is out on Thursday. So don't worry about it. In the next events, in the next tournament we do have, in the next league that we do have, you will be able to see those things. But right now I'm going to take you to the scores so you guys can check out just where everybody is at this current moment. As you can see, the mates in first place, 180 points. Avita, second place, 169. And then you have results may vary, 166. The winner circle, 145. And the Dossers, 135. Invasion, 116. Invasion can't get a foothold right now, sliding down ever so slightly above the rest with 101. Let's see how this turns out. Again, the winner circle is so close to gaining some traction on the top 3 teams, but they continue to fall a little short of their goal. With that being said, let's check out the point totals. Mushu has put up the most points, and I think that this point total is kills combined with placement points that you have earned personally. So he has 100 points so far. Sweeney still a kill leader with 35 points and almost 8,000 damage. If you were here for that last fight, remember AV did come in third place, but they just did not have the kills that they typically do in order to gain traction on the mates. Results may vary, though, is starting to gain traction on Avita, so they were going to have to play a little bit better to ensure that they're going to get second place here. Now, as we take you back to the game, let's see where everybody landed. It looks like WC has changed their landing spot, along with Invasion has changed where they landed. AV has kind of changed where they're landing at, but Chinky is still where the mates prefer. Torch has completely abandoned their spot. RMV has landed top George like they usually North George. This looks like Euro has moved in a little closer. TD is landing in their typical spots, and AIC is in their spots. As you can see, this is a similar circle, but not the same. Look how much more of the land is in on this circle than there was the last one. So what we're going to see is these teams are going to naturally stay alive a little bit longer than they did before. They're going to have a lot more places to rotate into. There shouldn't be heavy rotations being made by WC or Invasion, and there shouldn't be a lot of heavy rotations being made by Berserker Esports. This is usually a situation that the mates win because they don't have to rotate far. What they usually do is rotate probably to this compound right here or in this area, and then they end up here or here, and then they end up just killing people from there. I would like to see Invasion move to the chopsticks, which would be a very strong position. The only spot that they could die from or they have problems with is people who are in the woods at the top right here. It looks like I'm wrong. The mates are going to change their location right now. No, I might be right. Let's see where they go. Remember, everybody, just because this is console, we do not have the upgraded tools just yet to be able to go in and out of player perspective. We will have those tools on Thursday. the season will be over by then, but we do have upcoming events that will use all those tools. So we will be able to see more, and we will have other things that are happening. We also don't go under the ground because we do not want to disconnect from the lobby. Again, these things won't be necessary when the update comes out. You can change the camera speed. We can just bounce back and forth from place to place. It's a very good update. PUBG did an amazing job, and we'll see how it works out. Valid has already started their rotation right now. They're going to rotate maybe to the chopsticks. Superman pushes away from the chopsticks. He wants to get the high ground right now, which might play in his favor as well. Let me take you guys to that action. That's going to happen right in front of me, actually. If you're new here, make sure you hit that follow button. But also, if you want to check out what the PCL has in store, Avita has started their rotation already as well. If you want to see what the PCL has in store, make sure you hit that exclamation point update in the chat, and you will be able to see just what we're thinking about doing and how we're thinking about doing it. What we are looking for is what we're looking to do is start to align ourselves with the esports league that everybody knows and loves from PC. We want to make sure that we have multiple groups that are playing in better ways, so everybody plays against everybody. But we want it to be a larger gaming situation than is happening right now. We want to make sure that we get about 64 teams trying to participate in the next PCL. We have our ways of doing that, and we think that there's going to be a lot of people who would like to join, especially because this will be the first. Good shots going down right there. Who is that? Sleeper shot taking these shots at Space Havoc, and Lilith is by himself, so he's going to get pushed by this entire team. He gets a takedown, but he's going to immediately be taken down right here. This is Invasion being split for just way too long. You can't be split. It's 6 minutes. 6 minutes have gone by, and they're still split in the fight. And now Science has pulled up to try to help his teammate out. There's a res already, and now Science is going to be by himself, so they can just single him out and W him by himself. Now this is what you don't want to happen when you're in this type of situation. You want to have all your members there. Now this is going to work out in your favor. He doesn't know Space Havoc's behind him though. Space Havoc's going to have to hit these shots. Space Havoc finds Signs, is going to get a knock right there. Calculated shots is knocked. Sleeper shot is one shot. Down goes Gravy. Finesse is going to be outside the building. Sleeper shot's going to get his confirmation. Oh, Gravy's going to get pushed up on by Superman. And now Space Havoc is going to have to run. We've seen this situation for Space Havoc so many times today. It's a good fight, and then his team gets a couple wipes, and now he has to run away. It's going to be very tough, but Diffy's going to pull up right here and try to get a kill. It's going to be him and Superman one-on-one. Diffy's going to try to back down right here. Diffy takes down Superman as Superman peeks that ridge, looking for the action. And now here comes Torch. They're going to pull up for this third party. Well done by them. And now Superman's going to get confirmed by Dom. And now we might have ATR pulling up on them and RMV pulling up on them. Wow. Sleeper shot still alive right here. This is a funny rotation by these teams. For them to rotate to this fight, you could tell that teams are desperate for points and they want to have altercations. Typically, you would see these teams go to, let's say, the chopsticks and wait for the next fight to happen. These teams obviously wanted the action and obviously wanted the fights. Right here, Space Havoc's going to be one-on-one with him. There's going to be some mollies thrown in here. Here comes the molly. He picks up a gas can. I want to know if he's going to actually gas can this. He is going to gas can this. You're kidding, right? He's just trying to buy himself some time. Sleeper shot is still alive on the other side. Looking in. Now, if you're Torch, you don't want to push upstairs right now. I think he did that a little prematurely. Tyrannical gets taken down by Townie. Now, this is the person that was caught outside. We saw ATR pull around behind, and that's what caused that problem. Now, TDS pulled up on AIC, and Ratatat gets taken down. He gets ran over by Bazaar and then gets thirsted out. Is completely surrounded and is put down right here. Merc is gonna leave out of here, gonna try to escape. I can't find his car. There it goes. And they popped the tire already. They might pursue this. Oh, he can't even get a hold of it. He's just sliding down. It was like he was on ice. And here comes another third party situation here. Valid has pulled up. They're gonna get that kill. Team 15 is eliminated. ATR is pulling up right here, but look at Valid. Valid is also pulling up. This is insane. I don't understand what's going on. Where are we at? Public Lobby 101. ATR decides to back away from this fight. I thought they were gonna add to this third party. I think that they have a chance to win this if they do. Oh, and now you see Valid trying to back off as well, as Hayes gets taken out of this car by Donnie with the DP. The DP is such a good weapon for cars. What are we doing? Sleeper shot takes down Dom. Torches losing members one at a time. They're trying to change their gameplay style. M helps out, takes down Sleeper Shot, but they're trying to change their gameplay style throughout the while they're in this league, and it is costing them sometimes. Embrace getting taken down elsewhere. Let's see where that's at. Look at what is going on here. These guys are just driving into each other. I've never seen a game like this before. This reminds me of this is how PC the PC PCL is played. They literally just pull up on each other, and then they see who can win the gunfight. Nobody leaves with zero points. Everybody gets a kill. It's a wild situation. Embrace is gonna go down right here. They're gonna try to get the res. Monster gets a takedown, and so does, this is Euro fighting a Valid right here. Monster gets taken down and Polly gets taken down. Mitch is gonna make a play on the low ground, and then you see Laser trying to get the high ground right here so he can get an advantage over the walls right here. Trying to get that confirmation, trying to look over the smoke. Polly's gonna take a little bit of damage right there. Mitch is gonna try to go for that res. Right here, Hat has to play this aggressively. Hat can't find him. Hat finally finds him. Hat gets taken down by Mitch. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. I was almost sure that Mitch was gonna go down right there, but Hat ends up losing that fight, even though he had the high ground. I think he might have been tagged by somebody else. And now look, Mitch is gonna stick this res. That's gonna work. Monster gets taken down again. So Donnie and Anti-Lag are gonna have to hold this compound right here. Remember the registration for season number 9 is not out. It will not be out until after some things get settled for the PCL. So we are doing 2 events prior to that. There is a tournament that's going to be out. There's a free tournament going on for next gen consoles that will happen in November. It's going to be first come first serve, and it's a $600 tournament, and it's completely free. And then the next thing that's happening is there is a Winter Classic that is going on. The registration for the Winter Classic are already up and available, and the people who play in the Winter Classic will automatically have a chance to register into the season number 9 of the PCL. or Challenger Series #1 or Champion Series #1. And this is important. The way that things are working is it's important to understand that they're happening for a reason. Just got to give us the time to make it happen. But there's going to be, I advise that no one wait till the last minute to try to register for any more PCL things. We cannot make any concessions for you. If you don't register on time, you just will not be playing. And if a team beats you to getting signed up, you just won't be playing. It's just nothing we can do about that. There's so many people who are looking to play. Zaloti dies to Bazaar from that nade. Those are teammates. I'm confused. There's just nothing we can do anymore in that situation. So make sure you're in the socials. You're looking for announcements. Things have heated up, and they are happening quickly. So make sure that you guys are aware and ready for those situations. Sweeney is a little away from his team. Let's see where the zone is popped. This is the craziest zone we've seen all day. I am confused. Who is controlling this? It is wild. So this is like, wow. Torch is grouped up together. They can walk. They're going to try to rotate into another spot. There are 8 teams up right now. This is going to be kind of tough for to find a spot where you can be by yourself. Sweeney and the rest of the team, this is a good rotation by Diffie, calling them into these 2 houses that are down here. It gets them off the blue a little bit and into the zone. Now, I have no idea where this zone is going to pop right here. This is very, very important. Oh my goodness. So Torch has rotated into a spot that they thought was better, but now they're going to have to fight their way in. There's nothing else that they can do. Euro has pulled up on the opposite side. Laser goes down to trouble. Euro has pulled up on the opposite side right into WC. Now, this is the kind of circle I think that WC plays very, very well. They usually end up fragging in these circles, and it gets them a lot of kills, and they usually win. Let's see if we can see that right now. They pick up kills right here because they're so aware of their surroundings, especially when it's in like a TDM situation, and their rotations don't have to be massive. If they just have to just sit there and play the game, they do a very good job. M's going to get a knock on Lou, which is going to allow some breathing room for Torch. Anti-lag's going to go down to Luton. Looted. That's going to be out there is where he went down, and now he's going to get confirmed over there. Now there's going to be one person up left. I think that's Dontrix. It is, and he is just going to be in the field. Now the teams that are in the dominant position right now, AV has came down into the warehouse. Now that's going to cut off the rotation from everybody on the south. They really aren't going to have anywhere to go right here. These 2 teams, that's going to be Torch and RMV. They're going to have to take these fights. This is going to have to be a fighting situation. It looks like the mates are going to rotate into the woods, and now they're going to be an aggressive team in this as well. The only thing that can happen is if Dub C starts firing across, that could cause them problems. It looks like Euro is going to keep out the 2 teams in the grass, in the plains. RMV has finally saw where Torch is. They're taking some shots, but they're trying to play a little bit passive. There are 8 teams up in phase number 4. We are seeing some crazy. This is how the end of tournaments usually go, or the end of leagues. Teams that are in need of points are pushing the fights. They don't want to wait and not have any kills towards the end. They want to just go in and have the fights, and as they have the fights, they want to go from there. But what's happening now is that those teams are losing, and since those teams are losing, they are oh, Donnie goes down. I thought he went down to that bolt, but he went down to Dimshik as he was staying away from Euro. I believe team 8 is AIC. Yeah, they're going to stay in that shack as long as possible. They won't get shot at by anybody. Now Euro has to face WC, and Avita is going to stay in this house as long as possible as well, because when they come out, there's going to be a lot of shooting at them. This is still phase 4 going into phase 5. There should be a hard shift on phase 5 as well, which will determine who's going to be in the circle and who's going to have to make a massive rotation right here. They're walking. So Trouble's trying to get the high ground. Fry does have a little bit of high ground right here, and Mask is going to push over. Trouble gets the knock and the kill. Nade going out at Lewis. Lewis gonna have to back up. One v3 right here. He does get a knock on Trouble. Tries to go prone. Does not work out for him. He is definitely playing way better than he did before, and for him to even get a knock right there is amazing. Well done. And now there are 6 teams. WC has an entire side of the circle. Bazaar and AIC are in the zone right now, holding their positions. Dimshik clears and goes all the way to the opposite side of the zone, trying to make sure that he can find the spot for his team to be in. I think he did see that fighting going on between WC, and that is going to give him some intel right there. Torch decides to go up this hill, and as they go up, Sparky's going to take some shots. Now look, Sparky shooting at them caused them to change their path tremendously. If they all drive together and hop out on Sparky, they might win that fight right there. But for them to split like that, it makes it tough. But they are able to make it all the way through. They're gonna make it all the way through and stay alive right here. Well done to keep their composure, to be able to make it even though they were getting shot at by everybody. Well done, well done. But now that's not gonna stop. The mates are still gonna put their shots down, but for Torch to get out of that situation, that was amazing. Now RMV is gonna still be in close quarters with AV. There's some shots being taken at them right now. If this fight pops off, the mates will engage and turn around and engage with this. It's just a better fight for them to third party than for them to worry about what Torch is doing at the moment. As you can see, we're in another situation, phase number 5. We're gonna have to wait it out. Nobody's gonna be in the middle of the map. There's 6 teams alive. They're just going to, oh, there was a rotation made by Foxy. And now there's shots going on by Mushu and Zipped at Blackjack. Man, if you're a Vita, you have to feel some type of way about RMV taking you down that first game. I wonder if they know that this is them. A lot of shots. You hear a lot of shots going off. Oh, Dimshik floats over towards the edge and takes down Diffie. This is a 1v3 basically. Nobody was watching their back, and they end up getting a takedown. Now Dimshik is going to rotate away from this fight. They're going to be able to pick up Dimshik, and now Standards does get zipped out of the... Standards takes zipped out of the car, but now Foxy takes down Sweeney as Sweeney walked over. Now Gravity is starting to head towards AV right now. Sweeney's gonna get rezzed on the backside of the warehouse. The mates have walked. They're trying to make sure that they can get a third party or a gatekeeping opportunity right now. As you can see, Gravity is in the top of the screen. But they're shooting at everybody. They have the dominant position. The mates again in the circle with a dominant position. Now, if they get another win here, that's gonna be huge for their. Oh, Mask takes down Bazaar and Kofri takes down Get Money. AIC is out. They smoke pushed them to that compound. Wow, crazy. And now Foxy's taking damage from AV and the mates. Wow. And they're probably going to start getting shot at by WC as well. Phase number 6 closing in slowly but surely. Torch they're going to lose their cover in the next zone. They have to walk up a little bit, and the spot that they're walking at isn't going to have any cover. Diffie gets knocked by gravity and confirmed by Sparky. Dom is going to try to take this motorcycle to this hay bale. RMV Mushu gets taken down. Mushu gets taken down right here by a member of WC. There's going to be a lot of shooting going on over here. You can't actually make the they're going to go. This is trouble. I forgot. He's going to go over here. He's going to try to get a molly in. Asgos gets taken down by Lou. It looks like the Sparky gets taken down by Sweeney. Gravity gets taken down. Dimshik's the only one alive. It looks like the reverse of what I thought was going to happen happened. They did not gatekeep. Oh, that's a good name. I think that Trouble's going to go down. Mushu's being rezzed. Man, that was a strong push by Trouble, but his teammates didn't come with him. And now Dimshik with some solid shots right there on Damo. Damo is, man, Nate going out. Kofri does get another knock on Envy. They needed that a little bit earlier so they didn't lose their teammate. Dimshik's going to play the blue for a little while. He just wants some cover. Oh, look at this. Kofri climbs up onto the top of the barrels and literally was shooting fish in a barrel. Literally shooting fish in a barrel. Crazy. Well done by Kofri. That's WC playing like I thought they would play right here. That's 4v. It's a 4v2 v2. And if Mass gets another knock. Sweeney gets a takedown as well. And now Dimshik gets taken down as well. Four teams up, four people up for Avita, 2 up for WC. This might be Avita's game. Kofri and Avita having a shootout right here. Oh, the car blows up and Mask gets literally obliterated. Oh, stun right here. Lou's gonna push out. Oh my goodness, this is over. Avita's just gonna push. They're gonna throw everything they have at him. There goes GG's Avita. Avita with a win. Dub C with the 2nd place and the mates with the 3rd place. Well done. Well done. That was crazy at the end. Let's take a look at what happened right there. As you can see, Avita was to be honest with you guys, I thought that Avita was in a tough spot. I thought the mates were going to turn around and shoot down at the warehouse in order to prevent this from happening. They allowed Avita to push from behind them, and it cost them. Now Avita was able to wipe the team with the high ground, and then after that it was over. Literally over. Now you can see that that you can see that the mates have the high ground right here. They got a lot of kills. I think they just got too spaced out. I think Dimshik's plan was to take where Torch was, but they weren't able to take that spot, and then they instantly go down. But now RMV just gonna get held here. Here come the mollies. Dimshik gonna get shot, and the Dimshik gonna get this. So this is where I think they kind of just were focused so hard on hitting these people in the front, and they weren't able to do it. Avita comes up, and as Avita takes that, it's a wrap. Dimshik just by himself right here. Now this play by that play by Kofri was impressive. Just gonna hop on top, shoot everybody that's in the inside. Really well done. And now they're gonna try to collect as many kills as possible. But you know you lost this when there's a 2v4 and the only thing that you have for cover is a shack, and they're aggressively pushing down, which Avita has done. Now, as you see, there's nothing they could do. This nade, like they're gonna nade them to death. And the only thing they have for cover is the car. The car is gonna blow up, and there's nothing they could do. Literally nothing. It's just nothing they could do. Mask blows up because of the car. Oh my goodness gracious. And now he's trying to get a pick. It's just nothing Kofi can do because now here come the rest. He can try to get a nade out. That doesn't matter because they're gonna throw nades. I didn't even notice that Sweeney got knocked over there. Here comes another nade. Boom. It's a wrap. Avito with the win. They could close some space right here. But we're gonna go to a brief intermission. We'll be right back, everybody, with the fourth and final game. Thank you guys very much for being here. Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth and final match of the evening, day number 5. This is the PCL. I'm your host, Invasion Bing. And we are here with FPP money round action. The winner of the last game of Vita is doing a wonderful job. Now, if you look at this, we have had wins by various teams. I want to make sure I get it right for you guys, so I don't mess anything up, right? We have RMV, who won the first game, the Mates, who won the second game, and we just had Avita pop off and win the last game. Now, remember, this is the top 16 teams. We started with 20. And there are going to be 16 teams going forward. Now, we have changed the way this is done for the future because we have more people playing and we have a better way of doing it. This was just for the time being. The Challengers League will be so much better. Now, here we go with the scores. There's something that everybody needs to see. I heard somebody in the crowd say, what is Avita doing? Are they sleeping? Well, somebody woke them up because Avita is now in second place. But I mean, now they're tied for first place. So the Mates, 187, Avita, 187. The only thing that separates them is 5 kills, and those 5 kills can come at any time. Now, results may vary. Is very close with 170. If results may vary wins a game with 7 kills and Avita and the Mates don't place, that'll be a 3-way tie. Now, the winner circle, 161. The Dossers, 153. And Invasion, 119 in 6th place. We're seeing a lot of action at the top of the leaderboards. Remember, these leaderboards are brought to you by PUBG Lookup. They are brought to you by PUBG Lookup, and they've done a very, very good job with providing a platform for you to check your stats, and also for you to look up other people's stats, as well as create tournaments and things of that nature. So make sure you check them out. If you would like to help them out, they do have a creator code. Make sure you follow them on social media and all of those things. We would like to say thank you to them for all the hard work that they put in and being able to help us with these particular things. Also, everybody remember the camera, the server. Sorry, we're playing on the current live servers, so we do not have the tools that are going to be given to us later for the observers. So what we do now is we just have a flyover camera and we go to the first person perspective later on in the match. As you can see already, there's some action popping off. I think all this is happening in South George. That's Laser getting his first kill already. Now we're going to take you right over there to see what's happening. It looks like there are 3 teams right here. We have Valid, Euro, and Torch. All right, Radical's gonna get knocked right there. If he's gonna take some shots right there from Mitch. Oh, big shots taken down by M right there. Wait, who hit him? Oh, that's Mitch. Mitch is shooting M from that window. Good shots by him. This is an unexpected fight. I didn't like. Usually, the teams have flop positions, right? Invasion right here. Berserker Esports. This is the mates down here with ATR. Then we have AV over here. Now we have WC rotating in. We still have a fight going on in South George. This is just a crazy situation. So teams are trying to rotate away from this. Teams are trying to try something new so they can change up their vibes. It's just people who haven't been playing well or haven't got enough kills are going into different locations. As you can see, nobody landed the Ra side right here. I don't remember what the flight path was, but I think everybody had an opportunity to go there, but they seemed to. Laser was the person who was shooting him. I heard him from far away, but I did not know exactly where it was going on at. Signs runs over Space Havoc, then goes down, then Lilith gets a kill, and then Sleeper Shot gets a kill. I'm gonna rotate further into the circle. They're still fighting here. I just didn't see where anybody went. What? Oh, they just surrounded him. Diffie gonna be one shot right here. More shots going out. Polly's gonna try to get some shots down. This fight has taken forever. These teams are going to oh, Diffie finally goes down, man. This is crazy. This is the longest fight I've seen in PCL history. Diffie's gonna bleed out. There's no way for them to get to him. He tried to make a wide wrap, and Polly was able to make him pay right there. This is the longest fight. It's still taking ages. Let's look and see where everybody else is. There's no other activity going down. The thing about this fight is it might cost both of these teams later on. M's out of the zone. M's gonna go down to Polly. Polly has taken down 2 of these members, and now Dom blows a gas can blew up. They blew a gas can up in there. Tyrannical is gonna be the last one left. Dom also dropped a nade on Molly on himself, but Mitch is down as well. Look at this. Oh, he bounced a nade on them. And he bounces another one on him. Oh, Tyrannical going for the MVP place. Is he going to be able to knock Laser? He misses that Molly. He doesn't know that Loon has gotten out of there. Now Polly's going to push up the steps on him. If you've ever played PUBG before, this is the toughest house to be able to do this. Here comes a Molly. It might have missed. Another Molly in the other room. They're able to pick Mitch up. This is still a fight. I cannot believe it. That nade hurt Tyrannical, but only did 10 damage. Bizarre knocks Townie elsewhere. We've been on this fight for 10 minutes. This has been a 10-minute fight. Rat attack goes down. We're gonna have to leave this fight. There's too much going on inside the zone. For everybody that does wonder and does care, JJ gets taken down out of the car. Sparks is going to get a kill as well. Now, everybody, sometimes we get asked questions. Tyrannical takes down Laser as well. We get asked questions about how do we prevent certain things, right? We're talking about how do we stop people from bending the rules, right? What we say all the time is this is an issue that's being looked at by PUBG, right? There's no feasible way for the PCL to look at it, but the PCL community polices itself. Nobody will allow a person who cheats to be in the lobby. If the person is cheating, you'll know, I will know. I get 50,000 messages, not only from the players in the league, but also from random people that have played against a player in a league that has bent the rules in any way. And if we are suspicious of a player, that player does have to stream with the hand cam. And but it's not feasible to have everybody who is streaming or who is playing have a hand cam. It's just not monetarily feasible, especially since these guys don't get paid to play the game. This is a hobby that they're doing right now, and when they do start getting paid to play the game, we'll change the scenarios. That is a wipe on ATR by WC. Also, it seems to be a common misconception that everybody in this game shoots the exact same way. When you go and look at somebody's statistics who says something about strike packs or things of that nature, they've played about 6,000 games. That's not enough games, right? You want to be able to control the recoil of every gun, and you've played 6,000 games. You have not played. You've just scratched the surface of games played by these guys. You play on the weekends for fun with your friends. They play every day for 8 hours, and they go to work. Like it doesn't work in that way. So it is what it is. Some people are just better than other people. And that's the thing that the PCL, I cannot wait until the PCL does everything that it wants to do, because it's just going to show you guys that there's a difference. There are what should be pro players, and there will be pro players, right? It's like you seeing a person hit a baseball, hit a home run, and you say, man, I can hit home runs too. And then you say, well, how do you know that guy's not using steroids, right? They don't steroid test them at the plate before they hit before they step up to bat every time. It's just not how it works out. So it's not a bad question to ask, but it's just crazy to think that the league would just let people bend the rules or cheat for that long. That's just not how it works out. Trouble rotates down right here. I think Kid in the Hat is the one with the Groza. Oh man, they lost Warhawk as well. They were trying to get some angles and it didn't work. Mask, it gets knocked as well. Anti-lag is gonna back up right here. Anti-lag, yo, this is crazy. Mask, Little Kid in the Hat absolutely tore up Dub C right there with some help from afar. But this is RMV trying to get in on the action. Now, Dub C didn't really need that right there. AV has lost Sweeney to Invasion earlier. Some DP shots went down. Donnie's still putting down some shots. It looks like they're going to try to get a res. Tommy is down. Anti-lag is still down. And then we have Luton over here. This is AIC rotating into the zone pretty late. I don't know what happened at that end of the fight with Tyrannical. But if Luton made it, then that means somebody died over there. I wonder who. Did they all die? Tyrannical made it out of that. Wait, what? Tyrannical made it out, and Luton's the only person alive for Euro. What happened over there? But look, we have Invasion, AIC, the Mates, Valid, RMV, and AV up top with Torch. Tyrannical, bro. Tyrannical is the guy who you hate to run into in a game because he's by himself, but he'll kill one of your teammates, right? So you think you have the advantage, you're in strong numbers, and he just shoots the guy and gets a thirst, and it just doesn't work out. Remember, everybody, we do have more matches coming, more tournaments coming up, and a league coming out. So it's important for everybody to know the next event will be in November, and it will be a free league. You have to be following us on social media to know when we're going to release the information about that league. There will only be 16. There will be more than 16 spots. There will be 24 teams involved in that. It will be a free league. It will be ran in groups. We are testing out the new Xbox. We are testing out how the new Xbox works for comp, whether that be for people who are trying to use it to play, or how it will affect the lobbies themselves and how it affects my casting. We're also going to try our new grouping, the new way we're going to try to cast using grouping. And then after that, we do have a winter league. The winter league is $75, but that is because it guarantees you a spot in the next season's PCL, the Challenger Series. And number one, you will be guaranteed a spot in the Challenger Series, which is a 64 team league, and it is going to be crazy. It spans over a long period of time just because there are a lot of teams there, and it's gonna cut them down. There we have a fight over here. Sleeper shot goes down. He must have been the first person into that fight, and he is confirmed. Now there's more shots going down. Lilith's gonna get taken down right here. There should be a third party going on. Oh, Gravy is the last person up for his team, so he's not in that fight. So Signs and Superman are trying to figure out a place to go. They were in the outside of the zone while they tried to rotate in, and now you can see that the mates are going to hard push, but Signs is the best player with the DP, and I know Sparky knew it as he got hit with that nade that he was in trouble. Now there goes Tacticals. He's going to be taken down too. This is what happens when you have a staggered push. Anti-lag is behind shooting at somebody, and now Signs takes down Dimshik as well. And all these kills are being stolen, and I would be extremely upset. There it goes. The mates are wiped by Invasion, and all their kills were stolen by anti-lag from afar. Now they're going to end up getting pushed as who's knocked over there. Lilith is knocked. They're going to get pushed. It looks like Valid is on their way over there. AV is still behind. They're going to push up as well. Now with this happen, this means that the mates did not get the amount of kills or the placement that they needed probably to maintain their first place, depending on how Avita plays right now, and Avita only has 3 members up, so Invasion could put a thorn in their side as well. AIC still in the game and on their way, still in the game and not on their way, they're just chilling. I'm wrong, they are on their way. Look at this, I called it before it happened. Jeez, good at this. They're going to roll up right here. Hat is going to be prone. His location has already been given away, right? Because he is by a vehicle. Now, I think Zalodi has spotted him. There are 8 teams left, 19 up in phase and number 5. Now, you guys remember that a lot of this is happening just because of there are 4 teams that were not able to play today. Tomorrow, there should be only 3 teams that are missing. One of those teams was disqualified from competition. The other 2 teams decided to quit. Now we do not if you do quit at any time, we do not allow you to get back into the competition or to ever participate again. That is just because it is unfair to everybody who is involved, and we do not appreciate that. It makes it hard for teams on the lower side to get into a lot of fights with lower end teams or something of that nature. So if you do end up signing up for this, be able to commit for the entirety of the league. It is important to the people, and it's just professional. Merc is going to be one shot. Merc has been playing way better than he did when he first started. You're starting to see some of the OG players get back into the form that they're in. Him, Mitch, Looted, those kind of guys are starting to get back to who they used to be, because at the time they felt like they were playing as a shell of themselves, and that is a money molly right there by Lou. Lou is insane. Lou with a very good molly. Gravy was able to take down Signs. Signs did not see him. Gravy just peered over there and got a takedown. Now it looks like everybody is shooting at Invasion for some reason. Valid is able to take the top of this hill. If they can hold this, so they have Donnie and Anti-Lag in the house. The houses do have a line of sight over here to the Avita team as Avita tries to rotate in. Now they need to get a knock on Avita. Remember, Hat does have that Groza, and he is capable of lasering multiple people with it. So he will play a big factor in this fight right here if he does not get knocked instantly. They look like they're focusing him right now. Everybody else is a little spread out. RMV zipped might look like he's working his way up towards Avita. I'm not sure if he knows that Avita is in that location or if he is just playing the Donnie gets beamed by Blackjack. Oh my goodness. But Lou goes down to IC Monster. They're going to try to get a smoke out. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to work. It looks like AV is in dire straits right here. It's just Stanners by himself. Yo, Blackjack literally beamed Donnie, but after he got that beam, he got lasered. Oh, man. Stanners are going to try to rotate away from this as Valid looks like the team that may take this one right here. AIC is going to have to do something, but they're in a field with no cover, and they have to make a rotation in, and it looks like Tyrannical has been taking shots at them. Lilith is going to die to the zone right there as Gravy was able to take down 2 of the members of Invasion. Exclusive getting taken down by Tyrannical. I'm telling you, he's the worst person to go against if he's a one man. He just plays like a man, he's gonna confirm his kills. Standard's gonna get a kill right there on Foxy. So exclusive is gonna die right there, as there's no way to save him, I don't think. And as Zalodi is gonna get shot by it. Zalodi is gonna get shot by a Valid right now. Tyrannical dies to Zalodi. There is a chance that they could pick up exclusive. There's a small possibility right here. No, Get Money goes down to anti-lag from afar from the best gun in the game, the MK. That has never changed, I guess. Superman is still alive. That is five. He's in the top 5 right here. All these teams are going to get a lot of points from this. Superman rotated and was spotted by Zip. And now Zip and who was with him? Standards are definitely focusing Superman right here. Still got this action going down. So Lodi's gonna knock anti-lag. Standards gets taken down by Zip, and then Zalodi knocks Monster. That is huge. That is huge. So it's a 2v. Zalodi knocks another one. Yo, what? It's really a 2. He has to get his confirmation. Oh, he ran out of bullets. Hat might have been dead right there. Is he gonna be able to pick these up? Superman not able to see. They're gonna fight each other down here, and they're gonna give up the. It was really a 1v1v1, and now he's able to get the reses, and now it's gonna be a 3v1v1. Wow, that is insane. Did you guys see that? Like Zalodi runs out of bullets. If not, he had Kid dead right here. Superman's playing the blue. He's gonna try to push up. RMV has it. Oh my goodness. And that's it right there. Zip is dead. The winner of the last game is gonna go to Valid. I don't see how Zip wins this. He's down the hill. The zone comes to Valid. They're just gonna put down a bunch of shots. Thank you all for being here. We have one more recap. Crazy. That was a crazy game. Here it comes. That was a crazy game. Wow. Everybody, thank you guys for being here. This game, I couldn't predict the ending of this at all. I had no idea it was gonna turn the way it did. Shout out to Valid for getting the win. We had 4 matches today with 4 different we had 4 different different winners. We also had amazing gameplay here, and I'm talking about, look at those shots put on by Valid right there to knock all of AV. That was crazy, and good job by Standards to stay alive. He was one shot. He's gonna heal. He's gonna rotate back down, and he gets in that fight with Foxy. Gravy also plays very well right here in being able to knock Signs and then knock Lilith. Superman wasn't able to pick up Lilith right there. The circle's closing in too fast, and Lilith had already been knocked, and it's chunking very, very hard. RMV is going to rotate up. Standards and RMV are going to get into this fight right here. It's wild that they both focused Soup and then they stop that fight, and then because Standers, look at this, Standers kills Foxy, and then Zipped doesn't try to fight Standers after this. He's still focused on he's still focused down the way, right? And now you can also see that AIC I thought was in a good spot, but remember they had no cover right here, and Tyrannical just starts picking them off one at a time. But then Zaloti ends up putting him down, and I thought there was going to be a res, but there was no res. There was no res able to be done, and Get Money gets beamed over here later on by a member of Valid. Superman did a really good job of staying alive right here. He's just going to play this blue for a while. His team had already gotten kills. They would have had more kills, but every kill was stolen on there from every kill was stolen by Anilag, I think, with the MK from a distance. I think Valley did a good job by getting on the high ground and being able to take their shots down. But yeah, everybody, thank you guys for being here. If you're new, please hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 2,000 followers on Twitch. We're also trying to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, and we can't do it without your help. You guys, thank you for everything that you've done for us. But remember, exclamation point update tells you exactly what we're doing in the future. We do have a new next gen league coming up, so make sure you check it out. You can participate in this league if you don't have the next gen, but the reason why we are doing it is for the next gen. Zaloti pops off right here. This is amazing. He should have gotten both of these kills. And then we have a Christmas a holiday classic league, which is sort of a Christmas league as well. It won't be during Christmas, and the November league won't be. It will be over before Thanksgiving, so you guys can get out there and enjoy the holidays with your families and friends. Then starting next year, that's when we're gonna have season 9 for the PCL, and we're gonna start the Challenger series as well as the Championship series, and then we're just gonna continue that going. It will begin with an FPP league, but we are working to not only bring you a FPP one but a TPP one. We just can't, it's not feasible for us to do both of them at the same time anymore. A lot more marketing is going into it, a lot more, some more stuff for the commentators, for the commentary, and a lot more funding is going into it. So we can't do them both at the same time. But thank you guys for everything that you've done. This is going to be it for me. Have a wonderful Saturday, and see you guys back here tomorrow at 3:10. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Peace.